Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Party people up in the hizzle, my nizzles.
All right. Ode to all those we love. All right. Hey, well, I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I'm tired. It is 7:30 in the evening, and I need to get some prospecting calls done. I don't want to do it. I don't feel like doing it. But you know what? That's kind of like why one of the reasons I started this was I wanted to have accountability for getting content out and getting creation, stuff like that. And so I'm just going to freaking do it. I'm going to make my calls. It's 7:30 at night. You know, it's wintertime. It's getting dark earlier. And, I don't know. I guess I'll just do it. Right. I mean, you guys ever get there where you're just like, I don't want to do these right now, but you know what? That's what brings us business, right? And so I'm going to go ahead and set it up. For those of you who don't know, my name's Alma Merrill. This is Clozer Cult. I am a real estate agent here in Salt Lake City. I've been doing this for years and years and years, about 20 years. I've been almost 20 years. I've been a real estate agent. And I have built my business primarily off of for sale by owners and calling for sale by owners. And so fortunately, you get to do those with me. So here we go. We're going to call some for sale by owners. And I'm going to push go here on my dialer. There's some new ones that hit the market. So I'm going to reload those. There's a couple of them that are like $3 million in our market here that just popped on. So I always hit the most expensive ones first. And then I have my phone hooked up via Bluetooth on here so you guys can hear it, which is nice. And we'll get cranking on these calls. Just got to hook up the Bluetooth here. There we go. There we go. So I'm just going to push start. We're dialing.
Unknown caller.
To accept, press 1.
All right. So this is the calling system that calls me directly. I don't know why my computer's listening to it too. I already figured this out. All right. Here we go. Now we're dialing. 3 lines. We're up.
Hello.
Hi. Hey, I was calling about you had a home for sale a little bit ago here in American Fork. Do you still have that for sale?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're selling that for sale by owner, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. My name's Alma. I'm with Century 21. I'm sure you've had a ton of agents calling you trying to list it, right? Are you there? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hi. Sorry, you cut out for a sec. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Fortunately, the purpose for my call is I just sold a couple other properties not far from you there. So I was just calling to get some info about this one. Is that okay?
Yeah, all the info should be on KSL.
Oh, you put it on KSL? Okay, perfect.
Yeah, how did you find it?
Every time I sell a property in that area, I have a lead source that just sends me information of other properties that have popped on the market. So that's how I got it. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about it real quick?
Yeah, just a sec.
Okay.
Hello, this is Susan's husband.
Hi, is this Eric?
It is.
Okay, cool. Hey, my name's Alma. I'm with Century 21 here locally. I was just calling to get some info on your house there that you have for sale. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay. I know you're selling that for sell by owner. Is that right?
Right.
Okay. And you've probably had a ton of agents calling you trying to list it, right?
Yep. Pretty much.
Well,
Yep.
fortunately, the purpose for my call, I just sold a couple other properties not far from you there in American Fork and in Pleasant Grove. So I was just calling to get some info about this one, if that's okay.
Sure.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about it. How many bedrooms does it have?
There's 7 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms.
Oh, wow. Okay. So 7 bed, 3 bath, 3 full bathrooms.
Yep.
Okay. So it's, I presume, 100% finished, basement and everything.
Yeah, the storage room is, there's a storage room that's not finished, but it's storage room, so that's the only part that's not.
Right. Okay. So everything's finished except for storage room. What year is the house?
What year is the house? 2000.
2000. Okay. Cool. And what are you asking for right now?
What is it? Have you listed that?
What's that?
Okay, we got it for 775. 775.
775. Okay, cool. Cool. That sounds like a good price. How many square feet is it?
I think there's about 3,200 square feet. About 33.
Okay. Yeah. How's the condition? Any upgrades or anything since you guys have had it?
Well, we've repainted most of the rooms, but most things we haven't. Like, we've done a new AC unit, new condenser unit.
Oh, nice.
But the guy said that the furnace was fine, so two of 3 have been replaced.
Oh, sweet. Okay. So new AC.
That was just done like just a few months ago.
Okay. And then what about the kitchen? Any upgrades in there?
Nope.
No upgrades. Okay.
Nope.
Has it been
Other
remodeled
than
since
other
2000
than new
at all?
handles. No.
Okay. So it's pretty much all 2000. Okay. And then what about the yard? How's the yard look condition wise?
Good. I need to clean it up. Other than that, but I haven't run the sprinklers for a while, so it's
Okay.
other than that, it's fine. That's good.
I did the same thing this year. My my backyard, usually it's, green and beautiful and thick and all that, but this year I just kind of let it go. So,
Right. Yep.
just-
That's how. Not enough water to go around.
yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. And then how big is your lot?
I think it's a 1/4 acre lot.
Okay. Cool. And you're obviously in a good area. Why are you guys selling?
So my mom's was diagnosed with Parkinson's, and she lives in Springville. So we're just looking to probably get a little closer
Oh.
for her, just so she has somebody
Okay.
that's close by. I've got a sister who lives in Springville by her, but she works, and my wife stays at home, so it'd be convenient just to have somebody closer to help her out if she falls or something.
Oh yeah, for sure. My mom actually had Huntington's disease, which is pretty similar as far as the effects of Parkinson's.
Yeah, that's terrible, and that passes from generation or skips a generation, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like a 50-50. So you have a 50-50 chance. So there's 8
Yeah.
there's 8 kids in my family. 3 of us have already been diagnosed. So I haven't been. I'm going through the testing right now just to double check. I don't have symptoms currently. I'm 43, but I'm still going to get, checked out just to make sure. just kind of see
Yeah.
there's so many good medications and
Right.
and health and everything, nutrition and stuff you can do to make everything better. So I think it's worth knowing.
Yep.
So
That's a terrible disease, though. That's what.
yeah, it's
That's
a
pretty-
rough one.
pretty bad.
Yeah, my grandpa passed from it. My uncle did. My mom, my other uncle died from it. So it's a pretty rough. It is a rough gig, and then a couple of my brothers have
Right.
it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's,
it's terrible.
yeah, no, I appreciate it. So yeah, so tell me a little bit more. So you have how big is your garage? How many car garage is it?
It's 2-car garage, so an oversized garage, so it's taller but it's a good sized garage.
Okay.
And then there's a cement pad on the side. It could be used for that, or people could park boat or something. But
Okay. So RV parking on the side.
it could be used like a basketball. It could be like a basketball pad or something,
Okay.
or used for something else if they want.
How long is that approximately? Do you know?
It's long, like it's I don't even know, maybe 30 feet or so. I don't know. It's pretty big and it's wide.
Nice. Perfect. You know, we like those out here in Utah. We like our toys, so that's a good thing to have.
Right.
And then how long have you guys lived there?
We've been here since about 2015.
Okay. It's been there a decent amount of time. What's what do you think? Have you had any hits on it or offers, or is it a fairly new listing?
Yeah, we had one guy who was interested, but I don't think they can sell theirs right now, so they're stuck.
Oh, gotcha.
So they can get their house sold.
How's it been for you guys? Obviously, the market has shifted and changed a little bit. We've obviously seen a change in our business, but how's it been for you as far as showings and stuff? Are you getting consistent showings?
No, mostly it's realtors that are like sneaky and wanting to say, "Hey, I've got a potential buyer, so I want to come see you." But then when they get here, then they want to have you sign something to be the realtor.
Right,
So
to list it.
we're like, I'm not doing that anymore.
No, man, that's obnoxious.
We're not showing it to anybody who doesn't have it.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yep, it's a little.
Yeah, I always tell people I do real estate trainings and stuff. Like I mentor agents because I've been in business almost 20 years, and I always tell them, man, stop doing that bait and switch. You know, like don't tell people you have a buyer if you don't have a buyer. You know, and they do it all the freaking time. They're like, oh yeah, I want to come preview the home, and and for my buyer, and it's like you don't have a buyer. Nobody's got buyers right now. All your buyers are stalled out. You know. Everybody's stalled.
Yeah, and one lady, she's like, I want to maybe buy it for an investment property. And I looked her up and she just barely bought a house and she's really young. It's like, you couldn't afford it.
Right.
Didn't tell her that, but it's like, it's ridiculous. Like I look at the tax listing to see where she lives and see how much she owes on her house. And she paid way too much for a brand new house. And, but it's like, whatever.
Yeah, that's obnoxious, man. They'll give any reason to get in the door. I always tell people the truth up front. I'm just calling to get info on it. I have, it's the market is kind of interesting in that we have to reach out to a lot of different resources just to keep business going, just to keep everything running because, and I've been through market shifts like this before, but I'll tell you one thing that doesn't work is being lying about your intentions essentially. So, okay, cool. Well, this is nice, man. This looks good. If you guys don't sell it or if it takes a while to sell, what are your plans at that point?
I don't know. It depends. Like we found a house in Springville, but I don't know if things don't go through, then we might just stay for a while.
Okay. We've
got our second oldest.
Have you guys considered listing it to help us sell faster? Like get more exposure on it to out-of-state clients and stuff like that?
Yeah, we thought about it, but then, like if we did it, like I've got a cousin who's a real estate agent, and I've got a friend who lives not too far away, and he's an agent.
Right.
Well, he lives in Highland.
Right.
I've known him since high school, so I'd go with somebody if I did that, but I don't know.
Well, let me ask you this. I know everybody knows somebody that's in real estate. I know sometimes it's hard to choose if you have multiple friends or family or whatever that's in real estate. It's hard to choose between them or make a decision between the two. Sometimes it's good to go with kind of a neutral, so you can tell them, well, I chose a neutral party because I have a friend and a family member in the business because everybody knows somebody. But if we could figure out a way, because being in the business, as long as I have the methods that we use to market properties, we sell about 1 out of every 3 homes across the Wasatch Front in my company. And so we have a huge buyer network. We have a huge listing process that gives us a ton of exposure online and all of your massive national and international resources. It may or may not make sense to you just based on, how much money you need to net, that type of thing. But if we could, net you what you need to, um, show you how we've marketed and sold other properties. And, if we could put in your pocket the amount of cash you're trying to get out of it, I mean, you'd be open to at least exploring that, right?
Yeah, if we got the same. Like, I'm not willing to give up $30,000 to $50,000 as equity of our house just to sell it because it's not worth it. Because then it's a pain in the butt to move too.
Right.
So my thought is, if we're moving, we're going to make it worth our while to move.
Yeah, totally. And the thing is too, is if I always tell people this, don't use a realtor unless the realtor can bring you more value. If it's because everybody wants to keep as much equity as possible, especially when the market turns. And like I said, I haven't done the numbers on yours, so I don't know what yours would be worth or not at this point, but I'll at least be candid with you and give you some good information. If it makes sense, cool. We'll work together. I'd love to. If not, no big deal. Does that work?
Okay.
When are you typically available? Like afternoons or evenings?
I work during the daytime, so usually just evenings I'm around.
Evenings. Okay. Because I will actually be, hold on, let me just check real quick. I'll actually be right over by you tomorrow. I could pop in. I have a 4 o'clock. I could pop in at like 6 o'clock and just
No,
something like that.
my wife doesn't. She doesn't really want anybody to come over.
Yeah, and
Like she does.
yeah, and I don't, and I'll be candid. I don't have a buyer, definitely. I mean, I'm being candid with you on that. My entire reason would be, definitely to, potentially see if it would make sense for us to work together, whether now or in the future. I don't have any high pressure sales pitch or any of that crap. We would just look at the numbers, see if it made sense. If it does, cool, let's do it. If not, no big deal. And if not, you've exposed it to an agent that does a ton of business.
So what's your name again?
My name's Alma.
Alma?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you're open, tell her, I don't have any high pressure sales pitch or any of that junk. I know it's frustrating, but there are ways to still sell a house in this marketplace and still net what you need to. So we're still closing on, 3 to 4 homes a day and in our office. And that's all we need. That's all we want to do is just sell the houses, just get you sold and get you the, net you the cash you need.
Well, we've done it on our own before. So we've done 3 different transactions before on our own, and we haven't had any problems. And so we're kind of just going that direction for now.
Well, that's cool too. I mean, either way, you'll know as well as I will, whether or not it would make sense for us to work together. If I came over, I would do I would just do a quick walkthrough, give you a price point, which I think that in and of itself would be a value. And then I would just share with you what we've done to sell houses. And, if it makes sense for you guys, like I said, now or in the future is fine with me. You'll at least know who I am and what I do so that if or when you guys are ready, you'll have that info.
Well, it's okay. It's okay. We're just going to go on our own for now.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. Are you open to if I just did a quick walkthrough on it while I'm down there?
No, not with a buyer.
No, probably not right now.
Okay. Man, she is adamant, huh?
Okay. Right.
Yeah. Tell her no worries. I totally understand. Like,
okay.
It's frustrating. I know it's a frustrating process, right. But, if you need, so can I give you my number? And
sure.
If you guys get to that point where you're just like, okay, let's try out an agent, but we don't want to use a friend or we don't want to use a family member, if you want to kind of go neutral third party, either way, I'll still kind of keep this house in the back of my mind and for any potential buyers I might have. Okay. Are you guys offering a commission, by the way?
Yeah, we got 2%.
Do you? Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, let me give you my number. Again, my name's Alma. I'm with Century 21.
Okay.
And let me just give you my cell number.
Okay.
So this is my office number, but let me give you my cell number. It's 801.
Okay.
644. 1990.
Okay.
And you,
199.
yeah, and if you
Okay.
even like seriously, even if you guys just need a resource, you guys want to do comps, you want to see what the value of your house actually is right now, I can help you with any of that stuff, and you don't have to
Okay.
feel like, I'm going to try to push you to list it or anything. But I do, when you guys are ready to list, I just want you to consider me, and I'll kind of share with you what I do.
Okay.
So,
All right. That sounds good.
okay, cool. Are you guys doing any open houses or anything soon?
We haven't even done that.
Oh,
We
really?
We've just been showing as people call. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have you considered doing one? They've been really, really good recently.
We haven't thought about it, but maybe we will. We'll talk about it and see if that would work.
Yeah. What's your wife's name?
It's Susan.
Susan. Okay. So Eric and Susan. Okay, cool.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, maybe you might tell Susan it might be a good idea to consider an open house. I would do it the right way though, meaning you have resources there for like a buyer to be able to get pre-qualified and offer them lending options and stuff like that.
Right.
That way you can, if there's a serious buyer, you can get the ball rolling right there.
Okay. Sounds good.
Cool. And is your last name Roundy? Is that right?
All right. Thanks, Emma. It is.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. Eric, thanks, man. It was great chatting with you. Tell Susan thank you. It was nice talking to her
You
too.
too.
I know she's resistant to the process. I would be too if I were her. But yeah, feel free to use me as a resource
Right.
and just call me when you guys need anything.
Okay. Appreciate it. Thank you.
My pleasure. Okay, talk to you soon.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay. That was a great call. Okay. Now some of you guys are like, "Oh, that was awesome, man. How'd you, whatever, that's great." To me, that's a huge fail, but it was still a great call. And here's why. 1, she doesn't hate me. 2, he doesn't hate me. I'm going to put notes in my system about what just happened, what went down, leave him in the system, give him a call in a week, and just check back in. The nice thing about that is I didn't burn any bridges there. I didn't push back up against her. Guys, look, stop pushing. Stop pushing. Go with the flow, their flow. Go with their flow. Whatever her flow is, go with it. Go with their flow, not yours, not your expectations. Don't try to push so hard. Go with the flow. It will make everybody feel better through the process. Okay. That wasn't obvious. Like he would have said, yeah, he was ready to say yes, right? Was he not? He totally was, right? Obviously, she's in the background. She doesn't hear all my closing statements. She doesn't hear the purposes, the reasons. She doesn't hear the stuff like, you'll feel the same way if what we could do makes sense, and you'd feel, or how did I say it? I said, just so you know, I don't have any high pressure sales pitch or anything like that. You'll know as well as I will whether or not it makes sense for us to work together. All of those things are critical for them to make a good, strong decision. And so he was about to say yes, and he's ready to rock. He said yes. So I'm just setting up the time. And she goes, "No, I don't want anybody to come over." Because what does that really mean to her? What that really means is I don't want a freaking agent at my house because I don't want to have to clean the house for no freaking reason. I don't want to list the home with an agent. I'm already going to use my friend or a family member or whatever. See, when I brought up, somebody knows everybody in real estate. And then I said, sometimes people don't want to work with somebody, or they don't want to make the decision between the two parties. So it's good to have a good center neutral party. All of that made sense. It's all logic. Everybody feels that way. And so with that being said, I'm going to give him a call. I'm going to touch base with him again. I don't take very many leads, like meaning, I spoke to him, had a great conversation, and I didn't set an appointment. Usually a lead is somebody I did set an appointment with. That's a lead. Somebody I either set an appointment with and I'm going to meet with them, or somebody I already met with and I didn't get the listing when I was at their house. That's a lead. A big thing paper full of phone numbers and names and addresses, those are not leads. Those are names and addresses. A lead is something that I've already talked to. Now that's just me. Other people do it other ways. Other people call it leads. Other people see that as a win. I don't really see that as a win. I just see it as a good opening to respond back. It was a good call. So I'm going to go and write his info down here. And I'm going to put them down. And I just have an electronic lead sheet on my iPad. Now, when I win clients like that, when I win a client like that, those are the best clients ever. Those are the people who love me. I love them. They are with me forever. They never use another realtor. Those are the clients that you want. The ones that take a little bit of work and effort to get into. A house that I just listed, $2 million property I just put on the market 3 days ago. Same scenario. They had agents beating down their door to get this listing because it's 5 acres of land. And after that, we can sell like another 30 acres of land or 25 acres of land. So it's a tremendous opportunity to get in the door with this client. Everybody was beating down their door. And because I was so consistent like this with these people, when they needed an agent or they had questions, they would call me. And I wasn't pushy. I didn't push them through the door. I didn't make them feel uncomfortable. I didn't feel uncomfortable. And that's how you know. The way that you can tell if somebody is comfortable or not is how you feel. I can tell that they are comfortable if I am comfortable. That's when you know. And so it's kind of backwards of what you would think. I always ask people, how do you know somebody's comfortable? When you're comfortable. That's how you know. Because you being comfortable makes them comfortable, and them being comfortable makes you comfortable. So it's like the quickest thermometer of information. So I hope you guys enjoyed that call. I am going to head home. I am freaking tired. It's 8 o'clock. It's super dark. It's cold. It's starting to get cold in the evenings here in Utah. And so I'm going to go ahead and call it quits for the night. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you had a fantastic experience here. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. See you guys later. Wait, is it this way? It's this way. Later, Clozer.